The phone exploded in my pocket like a grenade. Dad's birthday toast was mid-swing, glasses clinking, cousins laughing. When the vibration hit, I knew that ringtone. Alex's encrypted line. He never called during family time unless the world was ending. I slipped into the hallway, heart already sprinting. Sarah, get Jake and vanish.
Now.
His voice was a razor.
No hello, no explanation.
Just the click of a dead line. I stared at the family portrait on the wall. Dad in dress blues, Mom glowing, Jake on his knee. Safe. Normal. A light. Sarah, cake. Dad's voice boomed from the dining room. I forced a grin. Need air. Jake, grab your truck. Mom's eyes narrowed. Everything okay? Fine. I lied, buckling my son into the SUV. 2 houses down, a charcoal Yukon idled, exhaust curling like cigarette smoke. Headlights blinked once, signal or threat, I couldn't tell. I floored it. At the first red light, I fished for napkins and found a micro SD card taped inside a note in Alex's blocky scrawl. If I'm gone, trust in no one. Not even your father. The light went green. Horns screamed. I drove south on 66, the explosion blooming behind me 5 minutes later. Orange, silent. Then a roar that rattled the windows. Dad's house. Jake stirred. Mom, fireworks? Big ones, buddy. I pulled into a 24-hour diner, hands shaking too hard to hold coffee. The TV called it a gas main rupture at Colonel Daniel Reed's residence. 1 minor injury. Dad alive. Alex missing. My burner buzzed. Unknown numbered. Sarah, it's Tom, your dad's aide. Don't go home. Don't call the base. Stay dark. Static swallowed the rest. I checked into a Roanoke motel under the name Clara Hayes, paid cash, barricaded the door with a chair. Jake slept clutching his truck. I jammed the SD into my tablet. Empty folder. Then, coordinates. December 14th. If I don't return, tell Jake I tried. Tomorrow. A soft knock at 2 a.m. Envelope slid under the door. Inside, a brass key and a printed note. Locker 19. Quantico, mini storage. 0600. I didn't sleep. Dawn found me in Quantico, Jake dozing in the back. Locker 19 held a gym bag and a sealed folder. Yuri being hunted. Photos spilled out. Dad with strangers at a yacht club, me at the pumpkin patch circled in red. A second drive labeled Oracle. Audio file. Alex's voice, hoarse. Oracle is a weapons data pipeline. Your dad's firm, Reed Advisory, is the cutout. He thinks it's charity consulting. Whitaker's the broker. Langley's compromised. Take this to IA, Agent Monroe. She's clean. If it's not me at the door, shoot first. I drove to a park, let Jake chase geese while I memorized ledgers. Offshore accounts, naval drone specs, Reed Advisory stamped on every line. That night I visited Dad in the burn ward. Bandages, bruises, eyes still sharp. Sarah, thank God. Tell me about Whitaker. His hand tightened on the rail. Old friend. Golf buddy. Why? Because someone tried to kill you. He looked away.
Accident.
I left before the nurse returned. Next morning, text from a blocked number. Truth. 0500, Jefferson Memorial.
Come alone.
I parked 2 blocks away, left Jake with a church nursery volunteer I'd bribed with 20s. Dawn was a bruise under the marble dome. Tom stepped from the shadows, thinner, eyes bloodshot. Your dad's clean. Whitaker's using his reputation to launder tech to China. Explosion was meant to silence him and frame you for fleeing. He slid me a leather field book. Alex's last notes. Names, dates, a meet at Trident Marina tomorrow night. Footsteps. 2 sedans box the plaza. Run. Tom shoved me toward the steps. I sprinted, lungs burning, vaulted a tour bus, melted into commuters. In the rear view, Tom raised his hands, buying me seconds. A metro cop turned the corner. The scene fractured. I called Agent Monroe. St. Agnes Chapel, Fort Belvoir.
Noon.
Bring my father. Dad waited in the front pew, medals hidden under a cardigan. Monroe entered with 2 MPs. Colonel Reed, your partner Calvin Whitaker, is under arrest for espionage. Dad's face crumpled. Gal? Whitaker strode in, flanked by suits, until the MPs cuffed him. Alex followed, arm in a sling, alive. Proofs on the drive, sir. You are the perfect blind. Dad aged 10 years in 10 seconds. I signed the papers. Alex placed a hand on his shoulder.
You signed charity grants.
He forged the rest.
Cuffs clicked.
Whitaker spat curses. The chapel doors shut behind him. Dad looked at me, eyes wet. I taught you duty. Never thought I'd fail it.
You didn't, I said.
You just trusted the wrong man. Outside, Jake ran circles around the flagpole. Alex lifted him with his good arm. Think we can try normal now, he asked. Normal's overrated, I said. Let's try honest. Weeks later, Dad raised the flag slower, but he raised it. Alex took a job training service dogs. I taught night classes on ethics. One Sunday, Whitaker's plea deal hit the news. Quiet, buried on page 6. Dad poured coffee on the porch. Still tastes better when you know who's not poisoning it, he said. I laughed, real, rusty, alive. The flag snapped in the breeze. Jake chased the dog. Alex's hand found mine. One phone call had shattered us. The next one's put us back together.